Yeah, don't try her games much. Woo! Trying to scream into her, blow out her eardrums.
What?
Yeah. You know what? I quit.
Hello! Welcome to Entertain This, a podcast about movies, TV shows, and video games. My name is Tom. With me, I have
Aiden.
And
Mitch.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And our forces combined, we form Entertain This. So,
We're discussing
Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 3.
Tres.
Good
Oh,
job.
sorry.
Good
Which
job,
we
man.
just saw. It's a Saturday.
Fresh in our minds.
Fresh in our minds. And we're going to tell you about it. So spoilers, especially for Mitch.
This is for people who have seen the movie. If you've not seen the movie, you're not worthy of this episode. Go away.
Or
Be
just,
gone.
or just stay if you don't mind spoilers.
Mitch is all about spoilers. 'cause
Or if you
he's-
can't be
he's
bothered to
lame
go to
like
the
that.
movie theater.
Mitch is the guy that reads the final chapter of a book and is like, nah, I'll read it. But I already know what's going to happen.
That was a
anyways."
waste of time. I don't even know why I spent the money.
Mitch reading, let's be honest.
I bet you I've read more books than y'all.
You bet?
I
You
beg to
bet.
differ.
Let's put it to a test. Like, I read a book like once a month, man.
Okay.
All right. First off, social media.
You go to
Mitch.
entertainthispodcast.com, which will also take you to our Facebook group and page on Facebook. You can also go to our Twitter, which is @thisentertain, or our Instagram, which is entertain.this. We also have our YouTube and our TikTok, which is entertainthis!
Okay. Mr. Book learned fellow over here.
I have many books.
Roads.
Now-
Books about wrestling.
Pretending to read and actually reading, okay? Because I know your vocabulary level, Mitch. It's not that impressive. But anyways, fortunately for you, we're talking about a movie, Guardians of the Galaxy 3. We watched it.
We did.
Not my favorite Guardians of the Galaxy.
No.
What do you guys think?
Made my top 10
Top.
of MCU movies.
It was good for an MCU movie. It was very long,
It was very long.
and I felt like the quirky Guardianisms got stale after hour 2. So,
I liked it better than the other two.
really?
Yep.
Nah.
Yep.
Like,
I liked the little more serious tone to it.
well, it was definitely serious.
I don't think it's as good as the first one.
I thought 2 was the best one. I like 2.
2 is probably the best one. I just like number 1.
I mean, number 1 was very novel. I'll give you that.
I think this one was the best just because it had better all-around characters, because I thought Ronan was played really dumb.
What? I love Lee Pace. I think he's great.
He might be a great actor, but his character felt very one-dimensional.
Well, so does Drax.
But he's supposed to. He's supposed to be dumb.
I feel like in this movie they keep like every movie that with Drax in it, he gets weaker and weaker and weaker. You know, like there's some like what do they call that, hero nerfing, where like they came out really strong. If they were to do a movie with Adam Warlock after this, if they do Guardians 4 and he's in it, he's not going to be as powerful as he was in this movie. I promise you,
Oh, I guarantee it.
because he's way too powerful. You know,
Well,
like,
because when you get nicer, you get weaker.
right?
Obviously.
That must be a thing. All right, well, let's dig into it. But before we do, let me discuss the current box office. Right now, we're at 48.2 million domestic, 35 worldwide, 83 for its opening weekend. 83.2. This is a Saturday night of the recording, so it's still got another day to go. So let's go ahead and call it about 150, $150.
But, I mean, that probably doesn't include today at all yet.
I don't know. I do Box Office Mojo. They're pretty quick. So
Every time you buy a ticket, the little ticker goes ding.
No, you're right. It's only counting for Friday. So
So it's not even including today and tomorrow.
yeah, so it's probably gonna hit. It's gonna cross 200. So
Projected.
I don't know how much its budget is. I would assume it's
$48.
I would assume it's probably a $300 million movie.
Close to it, if nothing else.
So, I will say this, for a Marvel movie, they've been lacking a lot in CG, but the CG for this movie looked good.
Well, it kind of helps when they're predominantly in space.
Space.
Why does it help, Mitch?
Because you have to make things that make sense.
I like how all their hull breaches didn't matter until the very end.
They're doing like loose Star Wars based plot now of how space works. You know?
Yeah.
Like, there's a breach and people are fighting with an.
They're not
open
doing it like the last couple Star Trek movies. If there was a hull breach,
Everybody's dead.
Everyone died.
The captain's like holding on to his chair for dear life, getting sucked one direction, all sorts of things.
This movie didn't really matter.
I'm just going to pretend that when the glass broke, there was a force field that went up immediately or something.
Shields.
That's the only way to explain it.
Yeah. I'm sure that they, if you watch it again, they're like, oh, yeah, there's a thing there. It was like in the corner of the screen for 3 frames.
What was the bad guy's name in this?
The High Evolutionary.
That's his name.
He was a good bad guy.
I thought he was a good bad guy.
So I think we could say that the star of this movie is actually Rocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Who spends half the movie in a coma.
Yeah,
Reliving
his
half
past.
his flashbacks.
Yeah.
I kind of wish they would show you how Rocket met Groot. They didn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But, to explain how Rocket's origin story was interesting. Very dark. I called my wife on the way here, and I was like, yeah, we probably shouldn't take the kids to see this movie.
No.
First F-bomb in Marvel history.
Which I thought was well placed where they did it.
It's like a parent screaming at their kid to get in the car.
Just like some context is they go to Counter Earth.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Which is basically just like animal humanoids living in like 1988.
It's like a furry's wet dream.
United States. And they take someone's car, and Nebula can't figure out how to get inside the car. And she's just ripping the handle. And she's like, press the button. And she's like, I am pressing it. He goes, no, you're pressing the key lock. There's a button under the handle. Press it. And she goes, okay, now what? Open the door.
So, how much was all this true to comics?
I don't know.
You don't know anything about
Guardians of the Galaxy isn't I know the characters fairly well, but I don't know the stories that they do.
I thought they deviated with like the second one, because isn't Peter Quill's dad supposed to be like an emperor of like space Spartans?
No, I mean his dad was Ego.
In the comics is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
I swear I read that.
Did you, Tom?
I did.
Or did you pretend to read?
No, I'm actually learned.
He sits in the toilet with his book upside down, flipping the pages. Look at me, I
will be smart.
But so like the Animal Planet thing and the High Evolutionary was.
I think it's all just for the movie. I mean, High Evolutionary is a character, and that's pretty much what he does.
Did he create Rocket?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, as far as I know, he did. Yeah.
Was it to like create the ultimate species or something?
He basically just messes with DNA.
Yeah.
To make
At least he wasn't
the perfect,
messing with time.
He wants to make the perfect creatures and all that. But then he likes to experiment to see what happens with different things. There's rumor, like they haven't confirmed it in Marvel, but there's like rumors that he created the first mutants to appear on Earth and all that. So,
on the Earth.
Yeah.
Not what's the Earth called?
Counter Earth.
So it's like I want
OG
the scene of him like they make the person like they're looking at it on like a computer and it's in a cage, and they're all just like, oh, we did it, yeah, and everybody's high five, and he just goes, what if he could shoot like lasers out of his eyes?
Yeah.
What if he could fly?
What if he could bend metal?
What if he could breathe underwater?
Is that a mutant? Can a mutant do that?
Namor can.
Yeah, Namor can.
Is he a mutant?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What if he had 3 claws?
Is he a mutant? He's not a mutant in the MCU. Namor.
They haven't officially said yes or no.
Oh well.
I thought the Submariner wasn't a mutant originally.
No, originally he wasn't classified as one.
He was like the
but within the last like 10, 15
Marvel's
years,
Aquaman copycat.
within the last 10, 15 years, they basically said he's like one of the earliest mutants.
Okay.
Like Apocalypse.
Yeah, like Apocalypse, like Wolverine were early ones.
I thought the cinematography for this movie was really well done.
Yeah, it was fun. We watched it in 3D. It was fun to see in 3D. When they get into their very visceral action scenes and the camera's like kind of going on a roller coaster ride.
Tentacles are flying past your face.
And you're like falling Rocket, running around, jumping on roots of Groot and stuff like that. You know, it's pretty fun to do it that way. And
I really like the ending fight scene when they were in the hallway.
yeah, you can tell they put a lot into that.
I feel like people are just running amok with these hallway fight scenes. Everyone's got to have a good hallway fight now.
Well,
Star Wars did it first, and everybody's like, "Oh wow, Daredevil did it." Now they're doing
Star Wars did it first
with Rogue One.
Was that before Daredevil?
with Vader.
When Vader shows up in the hallway.
Was that before Daredevil?
I'm pretty sure it was before the Daredevil show. Because that was like 2000 and...
It's not before Old Boy, which started it all off.
Someone's going to be like, I'll have you know entertain this. In 1930, 39. As
Well,
he pushes glasses.
If you're
up.
smarter than we are, message us on Entertain This Podcast. Describe the earliest Wonner fight scene. Wonner being all one take. I know of Old Boy, the Korean film. I think that's like 2002, maybe. So.
And then Daredevil had theirs, and then Arrow had one.
Yeah, that's right. Arrow. Well, wasn't Arrow before Daredevil?
Mm-mm.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Are you sure?
I mean, Arrow.
No, he's not so sure.
I'm trying to think.
If you say it twice.
Well, I'm trying to think if Arrow came out with season 1, because I can't remember if the hallway scene was in season 1 or season 2. But then, because Arrow came out and Daredevil came out real close at the same time.
Well,
I don't know.
anyway, yeah, the CG cinematography was really good. The writing was, I give it a 7 out of 10 for the writing because like I felt like
Compared to previous ones, I'd give this a leg up
really
as far as some of the writing.
I feel like they shoehorned some plot devices in.
I feel like they shoehorned a lot of plot, but I also feel like each character got
like landing
their
the
own.
spaceship on Counter Earth and driving a car from the spaceship to the other spaceship.
Well, they didn't want to bring Rocket to him, like directly to him.
But they brought him 2 miles from it.
Yeah,
It's like they'll never think to just fly there.
to their spaceship. Like they don't know that another spaceship landed there.
Yeah.
So, speaking of which, their spaceship upgrade was kind of cool. What would you call this? The Alyssa Milano 2?
Well, the first one was the Milano. This would be the Alyssa Milano.
Okay. That's funny. Maybe like he's called it somebody else, Britney Spears or something. I like the one part where they like ask the little girl what her favorite music is. Britney Spears and Korn.
It's like that is two opposite sides of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Well, once again, I mean the soundtrack was great.
Yeah. Yeah, like the furthest they've gone now is what, early 2000s?
Yeah, with his Zune.
Yeah. But, you know, I got to say.
I knew one person who had a Zune.
Oh, yeah.
One. Everyone else had iPads. No one else had a Zune except one person.
That's totally James Gunn. He's like, what's a weird niche but upgraded listening device? Zune. Remember when everybody had Zunes and like one guy in the writer's room was like, yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I got an iPod instead because I think iPod was cheaper at the time.
Probably.
Zune was like $1,000.
I forgot what they were called, like, but the I don't know if the abomination creatures or whatever. That was the bad guys, like main henchmen at the end. I thought those were pretty cool looking.
Oh, the Hell Spawn?
Yeah. I thought those were some of the cooler looking, minions that I've seen in the
They
MCU.
died really fast.
Well, they did.
They weren't
They were
ready
like,
for that.
release the Hell Spawn. And his minions were like, no, sir, we can't contain them. They'll destroy everything. Release them anyway. And then they just die like 5
Well, they did
minutes.
destroy their own ship, pretty
Yeah.
much.
I thought that they did a really good job showcasing how cool Rocket was. Kind of like once he kind of got out of his comatose state and went full rocket mode and crashing his ship and doing all sorts of
Rocket things.
gadgety things and stuff like that. It was little scampering fighting,
Mechanic.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I like that
So-
Groot, finally got to,
Use
Yeah.
other words than I am Groot.
I'm just saying,
That was dumb.
That what?
3 movies.
Also, this time you could hear way more of Vin Diesel's voice.
Yeah. I love you guys.
Family.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm just trying to say, like, at least he got to show more of his skills in fighting and stuff in this one, I feel like.
Yeah.
Because he comes out with, like, 6 guns,
Yeah.
like, shooting them in all directions. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, so you're like, okay, so he could do that all along? I mean, come on now.
Well, as he gets older, he learns how to do all that stuff.
Yeah, and he becomes like Hulk Groot in the end.
At the end,
Which-
he looked like Frieza going into like Form 2 or
Yeah.
3.
He does look more like I won't say more like that. He looks a lot different in the comics as far as his face, but his character has gotten to where he's just this big hulking
So
monster.
he just doesn't stop growing.
I guess not.
Okay.
Kaiju Groot. No, not Kaiju Groot.
Yeah.
But if you saw like in the movie, when he grew like that, he didn't like fully mass out in the center. It just kind of extended out. So
Yeah. I do like how they didn't spoon feed the Gamora and Star-Lord Peter Quill love story to you. Like
Yeah.
it's not a nice little bow on their little relationship. It was kind of like more of like that was fun. They high-fived and walked away, so to speak.
Yeah.
There's still that tinge of sadness that you hope gets resolved in the future. So that was good. I'm positive this is James Gunn's last movie with Marvel
Probably.
because he's like the Kevin Feige of DC now.
Yeah.
So it'd pretty much be a, you know.
Well, from what I heard, this will probably be the last Guardians movie, not necessarily the last movie that all these characters will appear in. But
Yeah. Yeah. So
I was told at the end of the film the legendary Star-Lord will return.
But I know Gamora and Drax won't be in anymore because both of them said this is their goodbye to their character. So,
okay.
but the actor said that.
Yeah, well, Drax wasn't in that little Guardian group at the end with Rocket and Adam Warlock, and who knows where Mantis went
Or
to.
Nebula.
That's true. Well, she's like the governor of nowhere.
Well, and then Drax is staying with her to help raise the kids and all that.
Yeah. So I like that the whole nowhere. It's like it's the skull of a dead god, right?
Yeah.
And they just basically made it into a city, and it's like,
It's a sanctuary for all the outcasts.
it's like a dystopian kind of like a Blade Runner looking place, but it works for like the feel of where the Guardians would call home.
Yeah.
So I thought that was kind of cool. That was their go-to place. But what do you think about like how much the Guardians have started to care? Do you feel like that's kind of natural for them to like want to risk themselves to save little kids and furry critters and stuff like that?
I think it was a natural progression. It didn't feel like, oh, now all of a sudden they give a crap about.
Well, I
kids.
mean,
like I expected them to do it.
It feels like they've evolved over the three movies into that.
Plus Infinity Wars and Endgame.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe like the whole humility thing is contagious because you can kind of see Gamora going that way towards the end of the movie, and she's like, beginning of Guardians 1 Gamora.
Yeah.
That's basically her thing. But then they showcase this weird thing where she goes back to the Ravagers and
that's like her family now.
Yeah, that's her family. So that's interesting. Maybe she was just super jazzed to be hugged by Sylvester Stallone. I don't know.
I got excited for a second, and then I realized that it was not who I thought it was. When Sylvester Stallone shows up and he's like flying outside the ship, I thought it was going to be Nova Prime. And
I
it
thought
wasn't.
you were going to say Judge Dredd. I was
No.
like, come on.
No, I thought they were going to have Nova Prime, and then when I realized it was Sylvester Stallone, I was like, oh, it's just him. Nova Prime is a pretty cool character.
You already had your cameo, Sylvester.
Yeah.
You had yours.
What's James Gunn's hard on for Sylvester Stallone? He's putting him in all of his movies.
I guess they're just friends.
I guess so. I mean, I guess if you're James Gunn, you can do whatever you want.
Well, his wife was in this movie too.
James Gunn was?
Yeah.
And Nathan Fillion.
His wife was the one that was at the control panel, not the one that was red, but the one that got shot in the leg.
Oh yeah.
And then
Dang, James Gunn.
the guy that's the high evolutionary is the same guy that's like the boss on Peacemaker. That's like their John Cena's boss and all that.
I don't remember.
Oh, he's like second in charge to Amanda Waller.
Oh, okay.
He had the little butterfly thing in his head still.
Oh, yeah. That's cool. So, yeah, he likes to recast people. I guess it's fun.
I was expecting, like, when I saw, like Nathan Fillion. It's like, I was expecting, like, a bit.
No,
He had a sizable part.
Yeah. He's looking pretty good, for dude pushing 50.
You could see the aging now.
Yeah, but he's, he's got that, fit 50.
Well, he's also, like, wearing the suit.
Yeah, you can see his face, okay? I'm trying to throw a compliment to a guy.
I mean, I like Nathan Fillion.
Yeah.
He's a good actor.
Another thing that I liked is in this movie they showcased that Mantis is pretty, skilled in martial arts and stuff too.
Yeah.
Just not flying through space.
Yeah. Because in the comics, she's one of the most skilled martial artists in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Why is everything in a Guardians movie got to be like
Awkward?
juicy and gross?
Oh,
yeah. Like they land on a fleshy planet thing and then cut into
They land on a fleshy butthole.
Yeah, and they cut into it, and there's like these fat globules that float into space, and you're just like, ugh.
And then when they had to press all the buttons inside,
Yeah.
it's like into Jello.
It's like you got so caught up wondering if you could, you never wondered if you should.
Yeah. But that kind of MO fits well for the Guardians, and it's obviously kind of gross and stupid is their thing, and but other than that, though, there's like I said, it was so long that a couple of like the awkward jokes were drug out a little bit, and it wasn't funny anymore. You're just kind of like, all right, come on, let's get to
I really enjoyed them making fun of Drax.
Well, like,
Or he's just standing there. They're just going off about him.
He's like, I don't know if I should be flattered or insulted by this.
but then
she just goes, forget.
But no, it wasn't like that though. It was like he's hurt. They keep calling him stupid. You're looking at him and you're like, should I feel bad for Drax? And then Mantis is like, oh no, forget that. And you're like, okay, was that a moment there? But you just wrote it out. You erased that moment. So I don't know. It was interesting.
That was the most limp-wristed,
most unnecessary
attempt I've ever seen.
Oh my god. All right. Well, anyways, I'm just allergic to bad writing in certain spots.
You're so tough.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. And then like the whole we must rescue the animals bit at the end.
I figured it was coming.
Well, I mean, you can understand because that's if.
But
that was Rocky.
Rats, like everything, and you know that the giant tentacle monster crushed like 2/3 of all those animals when it bursted out.
But like, I'm like wondering, like, what other like weird animals were in there? Was there just like a rabid like lion?
I saw
a bear.
I saw Drax carrying a tapir.
A tapir?
A taper.
taper.
I'm doing that YouTube video. What's his name? The guy that does he does like the goofy animals, and he says their names really weird every time.
No, I don't know.
I have no idea.
You're in your own little world.
Yeah, that's funny. All right, look, chameleon. You never seen
like mispronouncing things,
yeah.
or pronouncing things incorrectly.
Yeah.
Bananas. Banana grains.
Or
Or that one lady, the monkey, just starts like clawing her face.
yeah, you're like, she's trying to save you.
It's like, that's not very nice of you.
Although
monkey.
if there was a whole crate of baby little raccoons that are shivering and begging to be helped, it would be pretty tough to look over them and just leave them there.
I did think it was kind of funny. Like all the time, he's like, "I'm not a raccoon," and then he opens the panel and it says raccoon. He's like,
North American.
They were really dramatic about it, though.
It's like everyone knew.
Yeah.
Well, he finally realized what he was.
What he was.
He just had to see it in writing.
Yeah.
I want to know what that little girl's superpower was. Why she gets to be a guardian.
I don't know. Her eyes were glowing like purple at the end.
Like one eye was glowing,
Yeah.
her right one was, and then she had like glowy stuff around both of her hands.
Interesting. I didn't notice that. Adam Warlock was useless to the entirety of this movie.
He basically got the ball rolling.
He was there because of the Volume 2.
Yeah, he was a plot device to get the good guys to meet the bad guy.
Yeah, I mean,
Then after that, he was just intermittent like relief.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then him and the little dog thing.
But
with like 4 years.
Will Poulter does a good job playing an airhead.
But
So
in the grand scheme of what they're planning with multiverse and all that, he could be a big character later on.
what's the diamond in his forehead?
In the comics, it was originally one of the Infinity Stones.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. So I don't know now.
It's the 7th stone.
But, I mean, he's pretty powerful. And at some point, I don't know if he's the leader of the Guardians or part of the Guardians in the comics.
Oh, yeah.
But it's when Thanos is still alive, so he's like chasing after him and stuff.
Does Rocket ever become the leader in the comics?
He has at different times when Star-Lord like takes a break or something like that.
He goes on vacation.
Pretty much. I mean,
He's on annual leave.
What did you think about, Star-Lord just hanging up the blasters and eating cereal with his granddad at the end? Just,
You gotta spend time with your real family.
Getting into the drama of like the local neighborhood and stuff like that. So,
I mean, it's cool. He finally gets his little, semi-happy ending going home.
Yeah.
But, you know good and well, I mean, when it says he's going to return, he's going to get bored from, the life he had to this very quickly.
Or something will happen and he'll like get roped back into going to space.
Yeah.
Did Chris Pratt say he was not doing this anymore?
I don't think he has.
Okay.
I just know that Batista and Zoe Saldana has said they weren't.
He's just Andy Dwyer in space.
Yeah. Yeah, but he does it so well.
But he also said that if James Gunn decides to cast him in anything in the DC universe, he's game for it. So
Chris Pratt?
yeah.
Who would Chris Pratt play in DC?
He can't.
Booster Gold.
He's Booster Gold.
Basically he's just and Booster Gold is a janitor from the future that gets some high tech stuff that goes back into the the present so he could be somebody.
Just screws it all up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
Chris
guess-
Pratt ain't showing up and playing Batman. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. What about so Gamora's out, huh?
Yeah.
So that's
According to
three.
what she said.
Well, that stinks.
There's just Bradley Cooper and Vin Diesel's voices.
Yeah. Which is
then you
interesting.
got
Paying
Sean
millions
Gunn.
of dollars to have him go, I am Groot.
I love you guys.
Sean Gunn, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then you have the dog Cosmo, whoever that, I can't know who that voice was.
I don't know. And it was
The
funny
Russian dog.
because the dog was essentially like an end credits cameo at one point, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. She was sitting there with Stan Lee and Howard the Duck.
Yeah.
Right.
He's like licking like the duck or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they're in a scene playing poker.
And Howard the Duck was
And
in
they're
this
just
movie.
like, could you just tell her she's a good girl? It's like, no. He calls her a bad dog. And she's like, no one does that.
Yeah. Yeah, they do a lot of like making you get all the feels for animals being scared in this one.
If they trimmed that movie down by half an hour, I feel like it would have done a lot better.
Do you think that Rocket suffered worse than Nebula did in torture?
I don't know.
That's what she says. She's like, "Oh, he suffered worse than Thanos ever did to me."
I don't know.
I
guess
kinda like-
you don't really know fully what happened to Nebula.
Well, but her whole body is replaced. Like,
I mean, she's
Yeah.
more machine than she is anything.
and he
else.
did that to her like while she was awake and stuff. Like, at least you get the impression, like, So
I mean,
And
but-
she became
well,
the
they-
color pattern.
Whatever
of
they
like-
did to Rocket is when he was awake because they were like, "Here, hold him down. He's tough to hold on to."
yeah. Well, I don't know.
Whoever did the voice of Cosmo was Maria Bakalova. I don't know.
Oh, is that she's from Firefly, I believe.
She was also in Borat.
Let me see.
Let's see, and then Bodies with
No, that's not who I thought it was. Never mind.
I don't know who that is.
but yeah, that's her.
Well, interesting. Yeah. I mean, it feels like a nice natural end for the Guardians, movies.
Linda Cardellini had a role.
Who was she?
She was Lila, the otter,
Oh, she's also.
Hawkeye's wife.
I know. She's
Yeah.
got two roles.
I was
in the
trying to
MCU,
forget about the otter
So.
and the rabbit and the walrus.
Yeah, that's the dark part that I don't know if I want my kids to see.
I don't think your kids are ready for that.
Yeah.
Not the youngest one.
You get all attached to the cute little furry creepy critters and then watch them get murdered. I like that bunny. That bunny was cool. Floor.
You know who the war pig,
Seth Rogen.
that was fought Gamora.
Oh no, who? Oh,
She was the voice.
that's funny. What's her name?
Yeah,
Judy
tell-
Greer.
Judy
Yeah.
Greer. Yeah.
You're not my supervisor.
She got decapitated. Why did he carry Adam Warlock?
Because he was
snaps
just
her-
awkward. Well, because he's at the moment he still kind of has the mind of a child. That's what she was talking about. He was
Oh, okay.
he hatched the egg too early.
That's the egg.
I just
Yeah.
like how he got like attached to like the little furry thing,
Yeah. Now it's his new friend.
and he's just like, stay. Sorry.
Just let it pop out there. Too.
It just snuck out on its own. It was an escape.
Let's not do anything rash, is what he says.
I know, yeah, and I like how the little furry thing just like joins up with all of them.
Bouncing
They're doing like the pose walk, and it's just like he gets his own little cutscene.
Yeah.
He's walking in. It's just like, all right, I'm okay with this.
Yeah. I felt bad that like he had a bad relationship with his mother. Adam Warlock did.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Was that his mother in the comics?
Yeah.
And then she just dies, and that's the end of her. You
Yeah.
know, and you get to think that she's some super powered human or some sort.
Well, she was just like royalty, but she was created by the High Evolutionary as well.
Well, she blew up.
She was like the princess or queen of their.
Yeah,
People,
she's in the
so.
second one.
That was sad. Sad Adam Warlock. Those eyebrows got really sad.
Very.
And I can't remember
emotion.
I can't remember the name of like Adam Warlock's little dog thing, but if I remember right, in the comics, it'll like grow to a bigger size and it's like a goat. It'll just like eat metal and stuff. So I'm surprised they didn't do that. I was waiting for it.
Yeah, it's like someone has it cornered. It's like cowering, then just goes.
Yeah, I mean it'll grow to like Saint Bernard size and just like eat metal.
That's the what's the cat thing from that Scratch Nick Fury? What's it called? The Flurgan?
Oh,
Something like that. Just eats things. But I don't know. Any other thoughts on Guardians?
Like I said, I really liked it. I liked the little more darker tone to it because, I mean, I like stuff like Captain America Winter Soldier. It's got a little bit darker tone than the rest, and I like it.
It's very bloody, very gory.
Yeah.
I'd give it a 6.5 out of 10.
Wow, that's pretty low, Tom. I was going to say 7.5 to 8.
Wasn't quite a 7 for me.
No?
I'll give it an 8.
All right. What's your biggest issue with it?
I mean, length, conflicting tone. I mean, just like the roller coaster of tone. But I mean, I assume that's going to happen quite a bit.
Shut your
phone off, Mitch.
I'm sorry. It's time for me to go to work.
God. Some of like the just dragged out scenes were just kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Especially like, like them trying to shoehorn with Peter and Gamora.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the bits were funny, like when they were doing like the sudden heist / hostage situation thing.
Yeah, that
was
fun.
funny.
But
as it just kept going, and they just kept like every scene the two of them were together, and I'm just like, here we go.
Yeah,
and then here we went.
Yeah, Drax and Mantis, like I guess having like a sibling fight, I guess you could call it mostly. Like that was kind of up and down and all over the place. And that part where Peter's trying to like hand gesture, how to save
the
it
bad
right.
people.
Yeah, you're like, what? Why am I watching this? And she points to like this giant spaceship.
Yeah, that was a little prolonged.
Yeah, and you're like, obviously go to the giant spaceship that you can see from everywhere.
Yeah, everything else looks like 1984.
Right. So
that looks like a space. Go there. I'm sure the science stuff you're looking for is there.
Yeah, the heist plans, them being like, oh, I always have a plan, stuff like that. You're just like,
You don't have a plan. You just wing it.
I mean, they try.
That's
and
his
play
plan.
it. Yeah. So it's gonna smolder the lady into letting him, push all the buttons and dismantle.
And then it sort of kind of worked.
It did kind of.
Well, I did like
And
that.
then he's just like, I told you she was into me.
I like that part where she, eventually he talks her into doing it, and she was like, "No, I'm not going to just talk to him." It's like, "I'm not stupid." Types it in, like activates all their jets or something.
And Nathan Fillion goes flying.
Yeah, but like that's some technical MacGuffinry right there because like, well, how would he know that the comms computer is hooked up to the security devices of those?
It's space. Everything's connected to everything.
Nah.
It's all on one Wi-Fi, right?
I did like when Mantis made the guy fall in love with Drax.
Yeah, I was hoping there's gonna be more, jokes about that. Like he like fought on behalf of Drax.
Yeah.
He's like every time.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. So
I like when they were sitting like trying to get into the planet. And they press the button. She's like, "We can all hear you."
Yeah.
Green is for red, and red is for green.
Blue is for orange, and orange is for yellow, and yellow is for red. It's so intuitive. No, it is not.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like between the three of us, a 7 out of 10 is not bad. So, yeah. Since you're so low with it, Cam.
Sorry.
But
erroneous.
Yeah. I don't think that James Gunn is going to do any better. I think his best movie's behind him. What do you guys think?
For the rest of his career, everything else is going to suck?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think so. I don't think he can project lead all of DC. I think he's
not going to be making all the movies. The only one he's working on is Superman right now.
But he's the Kevin Feige of DC, right?
Well, he's going to be helping keep all the world to where they all combine and have relating stories.
Yeah, Kevin Feige. So, but like, I don't think he can do that. I don't think he works well having other people. I think he does fine where there's a leash director, Kevin Feige, over him saying, "Okay, that's cool. Tone it down on these spots."
Well, he didn't have that as much as the rest because his stuff isn't connected directly like all the everything else.
He'll just have Warner Brothers going.
And they told him he was gone for Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and the actors were like, "No," so they had to bring him back.
I know, and I'm glad they did because anybody else who tried to make the movie would not have done anywhere close to what that was.
But we never will know.
Well, who would you have do it, Tom?
I don't know, but we could have had a better movie.
No, you couldn't.
How do you know?
Wes Anderson. Directing
Peter Jackson.
Joel Schumacher, just like Batman, Robin.
He's dead.
Oh, sorry. Well,
Chris Nolan.
There you go. That would have been a very serious.
It'd be going like,
that'd be a whole different Guardians movie.
Yeah. There would be no jokes. Not a one.
No laughing. No fun of any kind. And everyone's on double secret probation.
And you're not going to know if this is the real reality or the fake reality until the end.
This is where they went when Thanos snapped.
Snap them fingers.
This was an alternate reality with a different king.
But speaking of which, the Oppenheimer trailer looked pretty good.
Yeah.
So,
Yes, it did. I'm very interested to see that movie.
and I actually kind of liked the Marvel's trailer. I thought that was fun. You know,
I just don't care about it.
I don't care.
I don't care about any of the characters.
I haven't
Well-
seen any of the Cat Marvel movies.
I'll watch it, and it might be the best Marvel movie ever. I mean, it says Marvel in the title.
It's just Marvels.
It's Marvel's in there.
Marvels.
Do you know what the longest word in the English dictionary is, Mitch?
What?
Smile.
Mm-hmm. Why is that?
Because there's a mile in it.
Oh.
Oh my god. Boo. Boo.
All right. There you go. I think that's enough to beat up on the Guardians movie. Not the best Marvel movie ever. I think we can all agree.
Not the
But
worst.
It's
Not
definitely
the middle ground.
it's definitely been the best Marvel movie in a minute. You know, since probably Spider-Man.
I still say it's top 10 out of all MCU.
Do you like it better than Spider-Man?
I like it
Spider-Man?
better than the first two Spider-Man. I like the third Spider-Man. That they just
The
came out
fan
with.
service one.
Yeah, that one was a lot better.
Well, yeah.
That's top
fan
five.
service Spider-Man.
That's top 5.
Indeed.
So since that movie, I'd say this is the best Marvel movie to come out. You know, Doctor Strange was meh. I didn't even.
I like Doctor Strange.
Ant-Man was there.
I didn't even
didn't
see
see
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
So, what was the end credits for Ant-Man?
There's like millions of kings, and then Loki sees a king in the past getting ready to change the world.
Loki was in the Ant-Man movie.
In the end credits, yes.
Oh, okay.
I feel like they just have Tom Hiddleston on like retainer.
Well, they got Loki season 2 coming out.
They just like give him a call. It's like, hey, what are you doing? All right, yeah. Can you like blow that off and just show up here? We need you for a scene. You don't have to say anything. You don't have any lines. We just need you to put the suit on and walk around.
You know, before we get off, like the thing that's kind of weird now is like you kind of knew where all the superheroes were going the first 3 phases of Marvel. Now you're just kind of like, what are they doing with Thor? What's going to happen to Star-Lord? You know, all these are like everybody
I
feels
feel
like in limbo.
The end credits of the first 2 phases.
Yeah.
The first 2 phases.
Yeah.
Were far better because it was like you had Captain America, Iron Man, Avengers. And like you knew you were going like, all right, they're going to form the Avengers.
Right.
They're all going to get their first movie, and then boom, they're going to team up.
Right.
And then they team up, and it's like, yeah. And then, but they're like throwing the hints out of like Infinity Stones,
Yeah.
Thanos,
Yeah.
big purple guy in a space chair.
Well, while we're on the topic of the MCU, there is one cool thing that the comics just confirmed that could play a part in the new Spider-Man movie when it comes out.
Peter Tingle.
They confirmed that in Venom, like the symbiote, every Venom symbiote across the multiverse shares like a singular mind. So anything that one knows, they all know. So
Star Trek did that first. It's called the mycelial network.
well, like the symbiote from Spider-Man 3 that was on Topher Grace that knows Peter Parker, Spider-Man, and all that, he'll know all that information about this Spider-Man. So
I don't know. I don't know if they can keep.
And then he'll be confused. It's just like, this Eddie Brock was fused with me in this universe, but in this one, he plays a son on a TV sitcom.
well, that's why like in the little cameo that Tom Hardy had, his Venom was kind of like angry and didn't like Spider-Man because in the majority of the universe is Venom.
One of his versions of Venom was killed by him.
Well, like most versions of Venom don't get along with Spider-Man to begin with. So
I don't know if Marvel were to go that way. I don't think they have I think they've burnt that fuse. You know what I mean?
What?
Of trying to bridge all these crazy gaps between the generations of movies and stuff.
Well, no, I'm just
how are
saying.
you going to make Venom a bad guy all of a sudden?
I'm just saying.
On what they've shown us with the Venom movies.
Well, because
he's kind of like
that's
that.
all their own thing. This will be the Venom of 616 because you know that like
Oh,
Tom Hardy went back to his universe because he's Sony. So this symbiote is, but like a piece
corporations, money, reasons.
a piece of it was still in the main continuity. So
Well, I guess we'll have to
get
see.
attached to somebody and
So now that Guardians is out, what's the next big movie?
Marvels.
No, what the Marvel movie that you guys are excited to see though?
oh
We.
depending on who the actors are, Fantastic Four.
Have they confirmed it?
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be like the end of this phase is when that movie comes out.
And Reed Richards is basically like the most powerful person in Marvel, right?
No.
He's one of the smartest.
His son is one of the most
Yes.
powerful people.
Okay.
But I just saw some recent news that it's pretty much confirmed that Adam Driver is going to be Reed Richards.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like there's like news sources out there,
I don't like that.
and they're pretty legit as far as like leaking things.
So many disappointed John Krasinski fans.
It's not even that. It's just Adam Driver looks nothing like Reed Richards.
True.
He's so like overly serious.
He's so nosy. It's like that was like the hardest part.
His big nose.
I mean, just like he looks like an angry like teenager who was staying in a basement and just like didn't like he was like in Neverland and he's like going through like his 30s and still in the mom's basement. It's like Ma, the meatloaf.
Yeah.
It's just like I went from Darth Vader, like 7 feet of evil and like awesomeness, and like everyone like the walls even like shook a little bit when he walked because they were like, oh crap, it's him. And then I get him, it's like with his stupid apparatus mask, and he takes it off, and I'm like,
His little nasally voice. But
when it comes to Guardians of the Galaxy 3, I loved it.
I'm not saying
Hayden's kind of Tom didn't like it evidently.
I liked it. I just don't think it was as good that it deserved a 7 or an 8 out of 10. I feel like a 6.5 it was a good watching movie. It was watchable. I enjoyed it, but I feel like there was a lot of room for improvement.
would you see it again?
I'd watch it on TV.
Would you see it in theaters again?
I'm probably not going to go to theaters again and watch it now.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I would either. So, nope, there you go.
But I did enjoy it.
7 out of 10. Official entertain this
Aggregate score.
review. Well, there you go. I hope you enjoyed this special. Tune in to our regularly tuned Monday, Thursday episodes.
Or don't.
And
It'd be cooler if you did.
that's it for this. Goodbye from Mitch. Goodbye from Tom.
Bye, Tam. Oh, yeah, the button's back.
Goodbye from me. Hey, goodbye.
Just for you, Tom.
Thank you. You know I love that button. It's the best button. Except the button.